There's no way back, is there? Is there? It seems unlikely. The story so far. Alia's search for the missing roboticist, Janik Remba, has ended at the wreckage of his ship. Remba was looking for Heaven's Vault, an ancient observatory that he believed to hold the only hope of preventing a darkness from overtaking the nebula. After locating a lush moon that serves as an aquifer for both the moons and rivers of the nebula, Alia and Enki managed to divert the aquifer's flow from Iox towards an unknown direction, reigniting an old river in the process. The pair now sails this river, hoping it leads to their ultimate goal, Heaven's Vault. We're almost there. We're almost to Heaven's Vault. There she is. There's something here. Let's go down. Oh my gosh, we've actually reached it. Heaven's Vault. There's a moon out here in the dark. Press any key to continue.
We had followed a strange and winding road through the loneliest reaches of space. And on the moon at the end of the path was nothing.
It's a desert. I was hoping for I don't know what. Hope is for imbeciles. So many shipwrecks. Still, I must commend you, Alia. You succeeded where that miserable rat Remba failed. Now we climb.
But now, I didn't know if I could return.
Gods. Leading the way. If there's anything here, it's up there, but I'm not sure you will survive this climb. Your lungs, they've been getting worse. You have sheer lung, don't you? You've always had it. You and every other Elperithian rodent. Look around, Enki. Doesn't matter out here what I've got. You cannot simply ignore reality. Why not? What difference does it make? I didn't come this far to turn back now. Figure I know that shape. Kibenya. I always said she was truly ancient. The Horned Goddess. There's so many ancient shipwrecks out here. It is true, we cannot turn back, Alia. There is no river back. But must you also die near the end of your search? How many times do I have to tell you? Don't be so melodramatic. People don't just drop dead. And yet everybody dies, Alia. Everybody. I was thinking about playing. He never did introduce me to the angles of the Maswai. He always said he would. I imagine he was still waiting for the right moment, Alia Larsa. Wonder how long it will be before he realizes you have gone. Huang is really going to miss me, I think. We've been friends since I arrived. He would have been your slave had you asked of him. It's better this way. Grave markers. Just like the one we saw in the Emperor's secret garden and outside the hermitage where Rimba died. Lots of them. Either people lived here somehow, or else they came here to die. Horned goddess. Can you understand what it's saying? Of course not. I cannot speak ancient. Seems strange to think I might not see Mayari again. I really think she killed Rimba. Wonder if maybe she did. Because of what he discovered. Last Emperor's body on return to the rivers. It is possible. Boats do not usually explode. Something carved here. It's ancient. Obviously. Let's see if we can figure out who you are, Gravekeeper. Should hold... Death should hold... you for great. Done something wrong. Yeah, death is wrong. Should is wrong. Interesting. Well, I mean, death... Obviously, death makes sense. This is a graveyard. Death should hold... Death hold you for great. Does it feel right? Great is wrong? Yeah. Death is definitely right. 4 is right. U is great. Right. Death. I can add my translation for death. Death should die should time. Death hold you for great lift of. Death die should time. Death giver holds you for great lift of long. Death giver holds you for long. I was thinking about Timur. Timur wanted me to take over from him. Doing whatever he does on Elbereth. Would you want to? Why would I? I don't even live on Elbereth. Anyway, I'm too honest. Then you should not consider them out for longer. Who are you, I wonder? What did you want to say? Hate this place. Can they hear us, do you think? Like Kaya could. Hear but not think. Oh! Are they conversating? I wonder what you're trying to tell me. I don't understand you. I'm sorry. Six might have, but I doubt it. Let's try back this way. Look, looks like something crashed here. Something big. This is a graveyard. Those are graves. Scores of them. It's just waste. It's just ships in the wastes. The wreck there is further away than it appears, Elberethine. Please do not lose yourself in the open desert. Basically being like, yeah, you can't get there. Let's go. Perhaps this is an old road. How reliable is your core? The core of my being, Alia. If it goes, I go. Hi, Kibenya. The only word of ancient we ever learned. Inscription. Although we already know Kibenya. So one is a fractured piece from even longer phrase. Strong. Goddess. God. Wait. Goddess, meek, want, strong. Want is wrong, definitely. Yeah. That translation for strong is right. Goddess, make, hold key. Harvest strong. Goddess, make, harvest strong. Kibenya. People back on Mercy would not believe it. Perhaps this is her home. And she's not a very good water goddess. Look at this place. Something here. Something here. An old hatch. Nothing like fancy as the one in the forest. Filled in with sand. Still, I think it must have once been a well. Guarded by Kibenya. Why would there be a well here? How? What was this place like before, I wonder? Farmland? Fields? Rice and pigs under the eyes of Kibenya? There was a river to this place once. There may be water here again soon. Enough. Look at this place, Enki. It couldn't be more desolate. Time destroys everything, well, almost everything. There's nothing in that direction, Jester. Whatever their ships were, they were extremely advanced to be crashed here.
And then we began to climb. I fell silent, saving my breath. The robot purred along behind me. The wind offered little secrets and then snatched them away. But something was wrong.
Enki? What? Enki? I feel fine. The climb. It's easy. Perhaps I've grown stronger. Perhaps something about this place has made me well. The opposite is true, Alia. It seems there's something wrong with gravity here. We saw this before. On the docking crater moon. Of course, Alia. Whatever field it was we encountered on the old dock, that field wraps around this place like a cocoon. This one's close enough. Is that an engine? What are these things? Looks like a big, like, engine or something. What are they for? Is it a tower? The structure is like the metal crater we found. The materials are quite different. It's ancient. As old as anything. The walls, Alia Larsa, they are inscribed in some detail. No symbols. Fragments of images in the rust. Hanky, can you make anything of these etchings? I will take a look, Elberathian dog. Etched with some kind of blunt blade. Carved in I think the metal was made, but worn down by the sand. Can you read it? Why don't you wait, child? Looks like some kind of, like, rocket thruster or something. Hurry up. Yeah. So, one thing interesting is at the start, like, the game started with us walking up to Heaven's Vault and finding it. But in that version, we had 6 with us. Well, anything, Inky? Not. Tell me something. Like, we had 6 with us, not Enki, if memory serves. If Wayne could see this. I'd like to see them tell me that this history is a fantasy now. But they'll never see it, of course. No one will. Gosh. Yeah. Obviously, we've sailed beyond the edge of the world. This is the site of Heaven's Vault. I'm sure of it. So, yeah. There was a whole bunch, like, there was a couple things we could do, like, we could go back, like, theoretically we could go to Elbereth and do some stuff. There's, like, stuff we could have given Huang. I believe I have some sense of it. Tell me a story, Enki. The etching tells of the tale of a group of gods who strode forward across a wide desert from a place of much water bringing water. They caused the fields here to be fertile for a time. Does it say which god? These are merely pictures, Alia. A village rose up around the god to worship the god. The god demanded tribute, I cannot tell how often. Tribute of people. And then the god was killed. Killed? Are you sure of that? No. That is the inference. But it's only a pictogram, and the god is above us all, imbecile. I think this mountain holds the god's tomb. Let's go bother a god. That would be the 7th god, then. The people escape. The people ran, like, sorry. The people escaped from the 7th god, according to the Book of Truth. Like, the people ran from it. Perhaps the one telescope found by Redbud led to the other, Alia. We know these scopes were recorded in the skies, transmitting the data somewhere. There's something out there, Alia, watching us. Perhaps there was a telescope device in the sand on the roof of the tower near Mercy. Perhaps Janique took it. That might imply the telescope contains extraction data. Yeah, I'm convinced there's like a whole bunch of things that we just never found. Kind of looks like a face. stay here. I do not fancy the drop. Ruin. It's not much of a ruin, but still, it's something. I do not think the statues carved themselves, Alia Larsa. The sun goddess. Let's see. This one. Tail seemed definitely wrong. Yeah. Nebula Strongwinged. Eagle of... Listen low, Nebula. Low might be evening? But Eagle of evening light makes sense. Sun goddess. And the reaching god up there. That's the top, not far now. The robots invented the Great Loop. They devised a way to minimize human suffering at the thought of death, but they do not do it purely to minimize their own suffering. Makes a lot of sense. Most people prefer to believe it. People don't like things going to waste. There's an inscription here in this building. Oh my word. This one's a long string of text. Okay. That's open. Heaven. Gosh. Sun. That's I. Never, I believe. Oh my gosh. It's like almost every character we've ever used. More... No, wait, no, it's again. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, that's wrong. That's right. Oh my gosh. Us can't fit there. Jeez, there's a lot of text here. Ours. Oh my god. What? No, this has to be that. Either way, it doesn't make much sense. Through... gosh. This is like... This is a lot of text. Do I have a thing for that? No. Oh wait, no, I do have will. Will open... I'm just gonna try and, like, just fill out bits of it so I know what's wrong. I don't think you have enough information to read this. You can still change my mind, but we'll open our things again, and heaven through the eye of things. Son of... How does one fly through the sun? Unless the eye is like Hopper Eye. Can't make any more of this. Yeah, we don't have nearly enough stuff to translate this. Telescopes Renba found. They must maybe linked to the observatory somehow. These scopes were perhaps in communication with each other, Alalia. Maybe Renba used them to locate one another. Perhaps their connection to the observatory might be similarly traceable. Oh gosh. Please, climb carefully. Careful you don't roll backwards. It's a long way. Take a moment to rest before you walk, Cretin, please. This is the summit. This is as far as the path goes. Some symbols in ancient. Let's do this. This one is broken from an even longer line of text. Rivers. Gods. Sky God. Blank life upon. Upon is definitely correct. Sky God. Breathes life upon the rivers. That'll do for now. Etched into the reaching God. So yeah, that's the Sky God. We have the Sun God, the Sky God, the Water Goda, Serpent God. The bricked up opening. There is something here. Keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? The seventh god. It seems far-fetched. Only one way in. As far as I can ascertain, yes. Something written here. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet. But I think I can read it. Just need to split these up. Short and sweet. Heaven's Vault. We're here. It's a name. of an observatory. Where better to watch the nebula from its edge than from its edge? There's more here below. Scratched in, it must be a warning. Yeah, because now we see the bit where... Because the Heaven's Vault bit was cut off before. God... It's probably 7th, right? 7th God... Temple... This... Gosh, really putting my... Well is... All... Well, obviously not well. That's rivers. Or reach, rather. Sure my translation for temple's correct? That can't be the word for reach. 7th God at circle of. Inside this temple will flow prow below nebula until all is dark. 7th God inside this temple will blow nebula until all is dark. The darkness that Remba described. The slow disappearance of the nebula. This is it. Whatever's inside here, that's what's doing it. Draining the forces that drive the rivers. Bringing darkness. Elberethian. But this is interesting. I can feel a breeze. Perhaps there's something inside, breathing. Do you believe it would be wise to open it? This moon is dead, and so is whatever's in here. Push. This should be enough to climb through. Not for me, Alia. Can you widen it? Alia. Walls for me. As soft as butter. Here goes nothing. It's beautiful. Shard of metal. Positioned like an icon. Do you recognize it? No, I suppose you would not. It is a robot medal. Oh! Reminds me of the sundial in Iox. The curve in the spar. No wonder no one can get it to work. Oh! This is older than anything we've ever seen. It must be original. As much as anything can be, this is. Yeah, it's a robot neck. Something. The operation of this door seems simple enough. By all the wakened waters. What is this? What have we found? That is technologically... I know the robots are advanced, but this looks like it's straight out of Star Wars. Another door, no handles, nothing to pull or push. Not magnetic, Alia. It's like the Katkiss Gate. Do I say a word? Kibenya. By the rivers. What is this place?
The tomb was not a tomb. The mountain was not a mountain. This was heaven's vault.
All the robots.
And it was still alive.
What is it made of? Same as the structure on the docking crater moon? I believe so. This looks like it's straight out of Star Wars. There are robots here. Doing what and why? Mindless ants. Oh. I don't understand what you just said to me, ancient thing. Nikki, I don't know what I'm looking at. Nor do I. Though I'm quite sure I've been here before. I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, one of the pods is missing. Whatever, therefore, I was not expecting this at all. I was not expecting that this would be inside the vault. Sorry, but I literally don't understand ancient. No wonder the gravity outside was wrong. The moon is hollow. It's like there's sensors or something. Trying to ask us a question or tell us to stop moving. This way. Oh, never mind. Where did it go? Oh. This is incredible. It's like nothing I've ever seen. It's like nothing anyone has seen. Walkways over empty space. Are they stable? They have been stable for thousands of years. Whatever these speaker head things. This is the mountain. This is the inside of the mountain. But what is it? It's like a palace. Like a generator, Alia Larsa, that we are inside. Sorry, but I don't know what you're saying. Oh, you moved the thing. Cross, quickly. those things like call the bridges or something? Alright, Enki. Either way, this place is incredible. I'd rather stay away from the one that's covered in robots. Robots. Servos. Mindless drones. We could tell Amato about this place. He'd love it. No, we can't. There's no way back to Renaki. If Amandu came out here, he would also be stuck. It was just a nice idea, Enki. What do you make of this? It's central to this whole space. Move aside, Elberthian Rat. Enki? Oh no. Oh no. Enki? Are you remembering something? Sifar. Oh, welcome, Overseer. Tell me, do you wish to vault? You're an eagle. I am the ship. Do you wish to vault? Are you absorbing the rivers? Great darkness. Rivers disappearing. You're doing it? 65% of the core is now recovered. Please answer the question, Alia. Do you wish to vault? To vault? What does that mean? A viable proximate system has been located. A lensing singularity is available. Refracting error is minimal. Please. It hurts. Do you wish to vault? What error? Alia, just intersectional error as experienced on the previous vault. Do you wish to vault? Yes, I wish to vault. Servant, a vault will leave everyone in the nebula behind. In time, the rivers will fail. They will all be lost. Only we two would escape. And shut this place down. Shut it all down. I'm an archaeologist. I've stood on the graves of emperors. I've wandered empty markets that only once triumphed a wealth of voices. I've seen in the work of firsthand. Time destroys every action, every idea. Nothing lasts. Not possessions, not fame, not fear. What was kind becomes monstrous. What was understood is overturned. What we do, then we pass on. What this place was built to do doesn't matter anymore. Release the rivers. All of them. Do it now. I obey, Overseer. I am releasing the core. And now we're leaving. The sky is changing. New rivers are forming. A way home? Thousands of ways. there's a but. There is Alia. I will remain here. As you pointed out, the machine in there is rather old and stupid, but it seems to me there is another way. And I do not think he has reckoned on Enki, the first Empress of the Holy Empire. You're gonna argue with it. I feel sorry for the thing. It has tremendous resources. I will see what I can do. But perhaps we will meet again. Now the nebula is connected once more. I will hopper you down to the Nightingale. Good sailing, Alia Larsa. Mayari's gonna blame me for this. I just know she will.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present. But the past is just another story. How we tell that story, what it means, that's for us to decide.
Heaven's Vault. Oh gosh. So, a couple things I noticed there right at the end. One, there was 6 like individual things of like the similar thing to what was in the center. Like all of those things on the outside wall. I realized that there was 6 of them, with the 7th being the center one. So, i.e., the 7 gods. Hence why all the gods only have one eye, because they're just these plinths with the single, like, speaker gem in the center of them. There's a lot left unanswered, clearly. Like, what on earth was the vault god that was buried? Was that the 7th god, or was that just a was that just a hopper? Was that another, like, one of the, like, something actually connected to the center system? Like, yeah. I'm guessing there's probably, like, a second ending or something. Like, there's probably multiple ways that final bit can play out, I'd imagine. Like, if you have 6, like, if you turn, like, because I am fully imagining that there is a way where you can, basically, you could never pick up Enki. And as such, you'd have 6 until the very end. And, because of that whole ending sequence would be very different. I imagine that's thanks for playing written in ancient, if I were to guess. But is it? Because I recognize those characters, and that's not... I'd have to look through the dictionary. Oh. No, I can scroll up myself, that's funny. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I did not vault. The ancient engines of the Heaven's Vault died, returning their power to the long-forgotten rivers, giving me hundreds of new places to explore, but I would be exploring them without Enki. Oh. Exit. It's cool that you can look through your timeline. Sail to the temple where the gods have gathered to gaze at their face in the deep pools. In my boat, the souls of the years sail with me. Is the game just restarting? Start plus? There's a new game plus? I want to say some things before I click anything. So, yeah, I really, really enjoyed this game. I had so much fun. Like, I know on YouTube it didn't do very good. I should have, like, I have seen this logo so many times. I should never have, like, mistaken this for not being written as Heaven's Fault. Yeah. But, yeah, I really, really loved playing Heaven's Vault. This has been so much fun. I know, like, views-wise it hasn't done great and whatever, but I don't care. I have enjoyed this so much. This is such a good game. I imagine there's a couple ways that could have ended. Like, I imagine there is a universe where I chose to vault, and in doing so, completely screwed over the nebula, and chose to, like, exist and, like, basically create a new nebula is the impression I would have gotten. So, yeah, that would have been, I felt like, yeah, I originally chose then I'll vault, but Enki interrupting me was definitely the best thing to happen there, because I'm like, nope, yeah, no, we need to shut this down. This is not okay. Like, I know we're, like, Alia doesn't have that many friends in the nebula. It's kind of just Aroi and kind of Huang, but But, like, we need to make sure that our people are okay. And we have completed what Remba set out to do, which is find Heaven's Vault and stop the darkness, aka the destruction of everything. In New Game Plus, your knowledge of Ancient will carry over if you prefer to Oh! Okay, that's cool. Whatever. I was trying to see if I could get a screenshot of the landscape for a thumbnail. Anyway. Yeah, that is cool. Where you can basically start over from the beginning with all of your knowledge of Ancient which means that you'll be able to, like, immediately catch stuff and, like, build out your dictionary better and, like, I think we kind of found pretty much every site. Like, I think there is points where you could miss stuff. Like, Serpent's Eye is the most important site, I think, because that gives you the, like, knowledge to triangulate. But I think you could easily have missed the, that first the first site I did today, which would have been last episode for you guys, the first site from last episode, like, you could have very, very easily missed that, like, and just not done it, and not much would have changed. You wouldn't have gotten the book, which I imagine just having the book just means that you can just go through and learn loads of Ancient, and, like, just mark off your dictionary. But, yeah. Anyway, I have really enjoyed Heaven's Vault, and I am looking forward to if they do any kind of sequel stuff. They teased something, more recently. They had, like, a letter that was written in Ancient, and I think I saw people, like, decoded it or something, and it's a kind of, like, nonsensical letter, I think, written by Renba or something. I'll have to look over the teaser again. Actually, I might do that now, because it should be, yeah, coming 2025, and it's a thing. It's this image, rough translation. And some of the words aren't in the game or the book. My name is Noble Garden, and I was born in places of knowledge or words, library moon maybe, in a time after or the empire without gods. It's outside of civilization. I spent 20 moons working on a ship. Literally did 20 moons in a hand rope on a personal ship. I was a child and then a person. I wrote my words in the language of truth. I hope the truth will fall from my words like water on the ground and lead to beautiful treasures. Because I empty the heart of heaven's vault, I cannot explain. But the truth must be held within the words I write. Where the truth can be like a telescope. Where the truth can be like a telescope reveals the movement of distant stars. I put my knife down until the truth is visible. It must be, so it will. I wait until the truth is found. And yeah, like, someone is... Like, that was just a translation someone got from it. Like, assuming it might be from, like, the Chronicles of Mazwai or something. It's, I might see if I can throw it on screen when I do the editing of this. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Because, yeah, it says coming 2025, so we might not be out of the Heaven's Vault mines for long. Yeah, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. I certainly did. And I will see you in the next video series we do. I think I know what we're gonna do for it. It's gonna be a very different tone. It's a very different tone, a very different game, but I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.